Hello again, this is part 3 of my Super NES collection and thoughts on the games. The game I have right now is Castlevania 4. Now, this is an awesome game right here, but they screwed up the timeline so badly in this game. I think this is supposed to be the very first Castlevania game, yet it says part 4 on it. Now, this game, you pretty much like every Castlevania game, face Dracula. Of course, death. He has to be in every Castlevania game, which makes the game a lot better. And also, there are two bosses from the Symphony of the Night in there. The two bosses that I'm talking about are the very first ones from the Symphony of the Night, of the flying dragon kind of monster and that long beak kind of one. They are actually, the long beak one is actually the fourth to last main boss, and the flying dragon one is actually the third to last main boss. And of course, it's Death and Dracula. But I found Dracula to be very, very easy in this game. Not like the other Castlevania games, like the first one or the third one. I thought those Dracula bosses, especially the third one, he had 3 forms. Ooh, that was a bitch. This one, though, he only has one form. But if you take out half his life, it shows his, I think, his true face and what he looks like. But I got to say that I was very disappointed of how the Dracula fight was. Same thing with Death too. He was easy as hell, and they are usually the hardest ones of them all. But they were pretty easy. But still, this is an awesome game right here. This is Castlevania 4. Which it should be Castlevania 1, I believe. If I'm sure of it, that's supposed to be the actual first one. Okay, the next one is Spawn. Now this game is an alright game right here. I can't say it's like good or anything. I gotta say it's like mediocre at best right here. But also, there's like a little clock right on top of you. It says 9,999. Now, I think that that is supposed to be actually your life. Now, you don't actually get 9,999 lives. That would be way too easy of a game to go through the whole entire levels and all that. But I think it goes down like every hundreds. I'm pretty sure of that. And I'm not sure what that really is supposed to mean right there. But it's like a side-scrolling fighter game. You know, just beat up a couple bad guys, move on, face a couple bosses, blah, 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 blah. It's an alright game. If you like fight games, you might want to pick up Spawn right here. And my next game, which I just recently got done playing, it is Super Mario Kart. This game is awesome, but it has the most ridiculous amount of items the opponents can get, like the computer and all that, because I just got done playing this game, like I said, and they were just cheap fucking moves they were pulling on me. I mean, I'm like right there driving up next to him. Okay, Mario uses his star. Okay, then he does it again. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he does it a third time. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like trying to just get me off the damn track and all that shit, and trying to get me to like last place or somewhere so he doesn't, so I don't beat him, because he's the one I'm trying to actually beat right there in the whole entire game. It's always Mario. He is the most cheapest fucking move artist in this game right here. But this game is fun, but times frustrating. My favorite level in this game was probably, of course, the very last world of the rainbow one. Rainbow. I can't think of the name of the actual race. Rainbow Race, I'll just say that. But I thought that was probably the coolest level of them all. Of course, you have to unlock it. And, of course, there's also Bowser's stage. And also, I didn't like it how they were kind of recycling some of the levels. They should have, did a little bit more, put more creativity to it. But this game is still fun as hell right here. And also one of the most cheapest moves that you could probably ever play with. It is Super Mario Kart. It's also for the GameCube one. That one had some cheap-ass moves, too. Next game is Earthworm Jim. The hilarious Earthworm Jim. I love this game right here. I also like the level of Hell, or as they said, Heck, where you have to face the Devil Cat. I wasn't really too fan favorite of the very last boss, so I think, God, what was she? A big giant worm or something like that. But I wasn't too a fan of a favorite of that last main boss character right there. I did like the whole part of how they did not know the princess name. They called her Princess What's Her Name. That was hilarious right there. And also, if you like let him stand still, of course he'll do some skits on the whole game right there, where he jumps like with his head with like a jump rope or something like that, where he blows his face up. This game is hilarious as hell. This game is fun as hell as well. You gotta pick up Earthworm Jim. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about that. Next game is one of my favorite top 10 favorites of my Super NES collection. It is Super Punch Out. In this game, it says 19 bucks. Yes, I did actually pay that much, and I don't regret it, because this game is fun as hell right here. Especially, you know, you got like you get to face Super Macho Man, Ball Bull, and the Sandman right here. They all come back. I'm not sure about Glass Joe. I mean, I think they got someone else in there, but I'm not completely sure. I haven't played this game in a long time. But if you like the very first Punch Out game, you got to get this one right here. It's Super Punch Out for the Super NES. I never played the Wii one yet, too. I like to play that one. My next game is Fatal Fury. I really got nothing more to say about that other than the name. I am not a big fan of this game, actually. I'm no fan of it at all. I'm not. It's not like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, those type of good fighting games. This one's just, I didn't care for it. If you like fighting games, Fatal Fury, I didn't like it. But a game that I do love right here, it is Mega Man X. This game is awesome as hell. It also gives you the whole different story. Instead of Wily, it's Sigma this time. You gotta face Mavericks. And I believe you are a Reploid. I believe. This game is just like another Mega Man game right here. Just with, like I said, without Wily, you got the main villain is Sigma right here. And one of my favorite characters in this game is, from a villain, is Vile. He's one of my favorite ones in this game. I'm not really a big fan of Sigma and all that. And also, I didn't like it how they were starting to go a little bit downhill quite fast, too. Like, I'm not a big fan of Part 5. I hated Part 6, 7, and 8. Sucked ass. They sucked. But Mega Man X is, I gotta say, not my favorite one, though. There is another one that I have. Not that I have, but there's another Mega Man X, and that's Mega Man X4. That is my favorite. The only thing I don't like about Mega Man X4 is that the cutscene for Mega Man's voice, it was horrendously bad, and he sounded like a chick. Ugh! They fucked that up big time, but Part 4 is still my favorite one. This is my second favorite right here. Of course, if you like Mega Man, you gotta pick up Mega Man X. Well, that's it for now. Make some comments or do what the hell you want to do. Well, this is Shocker Jones saying peace out, and I shall never quit gaming.